What's up, witches? Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome back to the channel for a very special Valentine's Day themed pick a card, which this is actually more of a pick a deck. Today we're going to do again a very special Valentine's Day themed card pick, and it's set up a little strange. So let's explain what's going to happen. And I'll stop bumping the camera. Sorry about that. Before I get into my explanation, just want to apologize. My animals are around and y'all know they're crazy, so you'll probably hear them, so pardon them. And that should be the only apology I have for today, surprisingly. All right, let's get into what we're doing. What we are doing. So I'm going to go through these tarot decks, pick the deck you want. I'm going through, we're finding the Lover's card, and what is sitting on top of the Lover's card is this will be focused on relationships because it's Valentine's Day. So sitting on top of the Lover's card is what you need to work on in your relationship. Underneath the Lover's card is what your strengths are in the relationship. So I know it kind of doesn't make sense right now, but once we get the ball rolling and getting into it, it'll make more sense, hopefully. So let's get into it. Let me know down below, because you know I love to hear from you. What crystal choice are you choosing? Are you choosing carnelian? Are you choosing the amethyst? Or are you choosing the Kambaba jasper? Personally, I really like the Kambaba jasper, but it is also green, so that's just me. But it's whatever you're feeling. Leave a comment down below. Let me know which deck, which stone is calling you today. So, the carnelian on this side, the deck I am using for the first go here, words. The Wild Unknown Tarot. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot. Is that carnelian. Where the amethyst sits in the middle, I am using the Good Tarot because, you know, I love this deck so much. I love all my decks. Don't get it twisted. I definitely love all my decks. But that one is just, it sings to me. Finally, where the Kambaba sits on the right-hand side, we are using the Lemma Tarot. And I'm very excited to use all of these. Sorry if you heard that squeak. Oliver and Baloo are play fighting, so that's really fun. I'm not really sure if you can see it, but I do have an incense going. I have the romance incense. Woo, romance. I got this incense a million years ago, so don't ask me where because I got a long ass time ago and I really can't remember. And I will also be spraying Infinite Love. Infinite Love. High vibrational spray. All right, so I'm just gonna spray this really quick and then we'll get going. Beautiful. Okay, so have you made your choice? We're gonna start with carnelian, which is the Wild Unknown Tarot. All right, so I have already pre-shuffled all three decks, so we should be good to go. I'm going to dig for the Lover's card, and then whatever is on the top is what you need to work on, and whatever is underneath the Lover's card is your strength in the relationship. Again, this is more so focused on relationships. So here we go. Let's dig. So of course I started from the bottom. Now we're here. Sorry, I had to make that joke. I started on the bottom and I'm digging and I'm digging. I'm like, this deck thinks it's so funny. It put it on the top. It put the Lover's card on the top, didn't it? And it was like third from the top, and I started on the bottom, so it took me a while. I finally dug, and I found it. So, on what was on top of the Lover's card is the, oh gosh. Roman numerals, I'm sorry. What was on top of the Lover's card is the Four of Wands. And then what was underneath the Lover's card is the Nine of Cups. So let's get into, we'll start with the Four of Wands, what needs to be worked on in the relationship. Again, this is the Wild Unknown Tarot. This was the deck on the left-hand side with the carnelian on top. So, what you need to work on. You've done it. Oh. The Four of Wands is a card of completion. Your labors have been steady and strong, and the harvest will be plentiful. In other words, it's time to party. There might be an upcoming event to mark this occasion, a grad, a wedding, or a celebration of some kind, so enjoy yourself and those you love. This is an exciting and prosperous time. Oh, well, shit, it doesn't sound like you need to work on anything. Now is the time to celebrate with the person you love, and things are going really well. Clearly, there's really nothing that needs to be worked on. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. All right. Underneath the Lovers card is the Nine of Cups. This is what your strength is in the relationship, which it sounds like your relationship's pretty dang strong already. Bliss and harmony. At last, the card of wishes comes true. When the Nine of Cups appears, worries and fears will be cast away. A new phase of peace and harmony awaits. The world seems to be granting your every wish. Good health, happiness, and even material gains are heading your way. Enjoy. So this relationship is bringing you harmony and bliss. So whoever picked this deck, good call, because apparently it's time to celebrate, and don't celebrate too hard, I guess. Time to celebrate, and you're in bliss and harmony. So a very, very good match going on here for those of you who chose the Wild Unknown Tarot. Okay, so for those of you who have chosen the good tarot, the love card did not make me dig 1,000 years for it, which was super nice of it. Sorry, I was just making sure that I didn't miss a card. So on our left-hand side here is what needs to be worked on in the relationship, and this is what your strengths are in the relationship, or what the relationship's strength is. So in the left-hand position there, we have the moon. I may not see the workings of spirit in the invisible realms, but I know there is great activity behind the scenes. It's important to trust the mystery and remember that the material realm is an illusion. Current conditions are not necessarily a reflection of the truth of what's really going on in the present. Great opportunities lie in the shadows, awaiting the perfect time for illumination. So it's important to trust in this relationship and trust that nothing shady is going on behind the scenes or while you're away from each other. Things are good. And I feel like there is trust there. It's just sometimes you kind of get a little worried, perhaps. Anyways, there is trust there. It's just, you got to remember that it's there and nothing shady is going on behind the scenes. And just because you don't know what's always happening behind the scenes doesn't mean it's a bad thing. So trust in yourself and your partner. Things are okay. Just because, again, you don't know what is fully going on doesn't mean something bad is going to happen. So then in the strengths position, or in the relationship strength position, we have the King of Air. Just need to get to it. Sorry. Fire, 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 air. Okay. King of Air, intellectual authority, reason over instinct, intellect over passion, successful, negotiation, rules, laws. Truth is everything. I think before I act. I work the universal laws with clear intention. Do I see how the foundations of the past affect the present and future? So there is trust there, like I said. That's your strength, is you do trust. Like, there's definitely trust there. And you guys take the truth and tell each other the truth. Like, the truth is very important to both of you. And that's why this relationship is good, because there is truth there and you always tell the truth, and the truth is very important to both of you. And it's not like that intellectual authority. I feel like you guys work things out together, and that you talk things over, and like things don't get out of hand because you're using your intellect and you trust each other. So it should be good. All right, finally, for the last deck that the Kambaba Jasper was sitting on is Thelema Tarot, and the Lovers was underneath the Emperor and over top the Three of Cups. So let's read the passages and work through it together. So on the left-hand side is what you need to work on in the relationship, and on the right-hand side is your strength. So on the left-hand side, we have the Emperor. This indicates that you're involved with the established order or with someone who represents the establishment. You may have a need to identify with a powerful group, religious, ideological, intellectual, economic, or political, and to be one of them. You may be associating with someone else who has this need. So I'm just looking ahead at not a different interpretation, but like more into it. When the Emperor appears in a reading, look for issues related to authority. Although the Emperor represents worldly power and wisdom, he is not simply a figure who gives commands to others. He understands that peace requires a willingness and ability to defend it. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. So I feel like with this card, there is an authority issue. Obviously, when you're in a relationship, it's not one word and that's law. Like, that's not how it should be, and possibly perhaps that's kind of what's happening in this relationship, whereas one person's like, well, what I say is how it goes, and the other person's like, well, I'm also like that and I have different ideas than you. So it's kind of like you butt heads a little bit. So there's butting heads happening, is how I feel this is going. So then on the other hand, we have the Three of Cups. You are experiencing success and plenty. A time of merriment and celebration is at hand. Your feelings are clear now, and you understand your emotional patterns in a positive, growth-producing way. You're on your way to great things. So even though there's headbutting, you're still having a great time. There's merriment and celebration always. You guys are always having a great time, experiencing wonderful time, and you both understand your feelings for each other. Just because you're butting heads, you understand where the other person is coming from, which is nice. So there is that. Well, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this very special pick a card, any card. I really enjoy doing these. The last two, like, this is obviously the second one I have done on the channel, and the first one, they were more of a pick a deck, which is also nice. But next time I do one, I will make sure that I do just like a pick a card, where it's one deck and there will be 3 piles and you pick from there. So it'll be more of a pick a deck. It'll be more of a pick a card next time. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it brought some clarity to your relationship. If you had any questions, I hope it helped. And if none of this resonated with you, or if some of it resonated with you, please let me know in the comments down below. You know I love to hear from you. And leave a like if you would like. And if you haven't subscribed yet and would like to, please feel free to. If not, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not your mom. You do what you want. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful Valentine's Day, or whenever you're watching this. I hope you had a wonderful time with me. I had a wonderful time with you. And I will see you guys in another video. Goodbye!